Hey everybody, it's Dr. Kara and I am here with your April Animal Wisdom forecast. I have my Animal Wisdom Oracle cards that I am going to be tapping into the information there and seeing what's going on. This is globally a weird time, isn't it? It is just so much uncertainty, so much global coordination, which I love seeing, the way everybody has mobilized and really gotten on the same page with stuff, but also there's so much uncertainty in the world right now that can be very, very unsettling, and especially that being in limbo and not knowing. Numerologically, April 2020 is a whole bunch of fours. So April's a 4-month, 2020 adds up to a 4. And so we're really looking at structures. So I'm going to be really interested to see, what the cards come up with relative to that, because I feel like a lot of what's happening in 2020 is we're crumbling the old structures, we're creating new structures, and the 4 time is the 4 vibration, the 4 number is really about that structure that supports us. So I think especially right now in this month, it's important to know what structures you have in place. Maybe it's daily routines, maybe it's a yoga practice, maybe it's a family connection or a networking connection. But what are the structures that you have in place to support you, that are there kind of through thick and thin? So this is, when we face a challenge like this, it's a test of what work we've been doing up till now to prepare us for this. And so I know I have a lot of systems in place nutritionally to make sure my immune system is strong, behaviorally, again, to make sure my immune system is strong, watching out for stress and getting enough sleep and getting exercise and laughing and sunshine and nature and animals and connecting with family and all of those things. So we may need to find new ways to accomplish those things, but those are some of the systems that I have in place that serve me and that I am leaning on even a little bit more right now. The other thing that I think, it may not sound like a structure, but it's a support system for me, is my belief system. And one of the strongest spiritual beliefs that I have, that is just, it's part of me at the cellular level at this point, is that nothing happens to me, everything happens for me. So I think that we can look at this situation that we're in right now and collectively say, how is this for us? What are the opportunities? What are we learning collectively as a global community? But also we can each go inside and say, how is this for me? What am I learning? What's my opportunity here? How do I want to respond to this? And how am I responding to this? Because we're all responding already. So bringing a little bit of self-awareness into it, knowing that this is somehow for our highest good. And the ways that that will play out will be different for everybody individually, because some of us need to slow down. Some of us need to connect more. Some of us need to be more vulnerable, or reach out and ask for help, or to express our feelings, or those kinds of things. Or some of us may have been ready for a change, and a lot of businesses are shutting down, and that's going to force a lot of change in people's lives to find out what's next for them. What do they want to do? Not what are we doing because that's what has kind of been the momentum, but now we can pause and take a stock of where we are and what we want to do and how we want to do it. So that's just kind of how I'm looking at April 2020 and what's going on energetically with the vibration of the numbers, for sure, but also the bigger picture of what's going on globally with the coronavirus pandemic and the systems, the shelter-in-place orders from governments and the restrictions, and how are we responding to that? Are we able to cocoon? Are we able to stay grounded and centered and stay out of chaos and panic? And that spiritual spiritual belief that nothing happens to me, everything happens for me, is so grounding and reassuring. And it takes me right out of anxiety and worry, and it keeps me here in the present moment. There's something there for me. There's something here for me right now. What's my opportunity? How is this for me? And when we can shift into looking at things from that slightly different perspective, then we can really embrace whatever is going on and roll with it and be more flexible and be a little bit more open. So that's just kind of my take. I've got 2 cards coming up, actually 3 cards coming up for me. So 2 from the bottom, 1 from the top of the deck. So I've been shuffling these as I've been talking, and I'm going to see, wow, super interesting. What was that? You guys, this is really cool. So this almost never happens. African Lion is the first card that I pulled. This is time for decisive leadership. So how are you being a leader in your life, in your family, in your community, in your field? This is the time for decisive leadership. And remember, everything comes to an end. So everything goes in cycles and will end. And the lion's message is really about dare to be as great as you can be. So again, if we're looking at this situation from what's my opportunity, what an amazing opportunity. How do you want to step up and be a leader for yourself, for your family, for your community, for whoever it is, and let yourself be great. And the thing that really struck me was this next card is the African Lioness. And I have never had these two come up in a reading together like this before in the however many years it's been, several years that I've had this deck. So that's really, really remarkable. And so when you look at the Lioness card, her message is about doing it all. We can do it all because it's there to do. We just take care of stuff and getting through that. So right now, for a lot of us, it may be a time of just doing what's in front of us and getting through it, and that's okay. But also, there's the message to people is really about, and I'm sorry if that light is kind of making that hard to see, but being in acceptance. It is what it is. The situation is the situation that it is. And the more we can be in acceptance with that, the less conflict there is, the less resistance, the less suffering there is, the easier it is to be with what is and to move forward and to be able to respond, not react, not overreact, but to respond to what is. So really recognizing that this again is a time to just do what's in front of you, and it may be different. My sense is that this is really about how capable we are and what we are able to do, what we're able to accomplish. But I think the message from the Lioness really starts with being in acceptance with what is. Don't be in resistance or denial or avoidance, just accept what is. And then the third card for April is the Eagle, which is super fascinating given that the lion and the lioness came up, because the eagle is the only animal that has ever come to me when I reached out to talk to them through the Animal Wisdom Circle and when I was having the conversations that became these cards. But the eagle is the only one that ever came to me as a pair and partnership. And so we've got the pair of lions, and essentially we have the pair of eagles. And so eagle for me is always about partnership and how can we be in partnership and the strength in partnership. And at the beginning of the video, I talked about the global community coming together, the partnership there. So I think that's really great. Also, eagle reminds us to see the big picture and have a little bit of distance and oversight. And really, know what your limitations are and accept them. So again, there's a lot about acceptance in this reading today or this forecast for April. So remember the big picture. Most of us, a lot of us have been through, new virus situations like this before, where a new virus comes and everybody has this big reaction to it, and it ends, and it you know, it does. We do respond. We are able to respond. Our bodies are designed to respond to new viruses. That's the flexibility and the innovation that's built into our immune systems. So, you know, the eagle reminds us to have that big picture understanding that it's not just this thing that's happening just right now, but evolutionarily, biologically, the bigger picture is we have the ability to respond. And a lot of what have been novel viruses, our immune systems adapt to. And even though when we first encounter them, it can be really intense and harsh, but we get through that to the next phase. So just from a biology point of view, that's also in the mix there. So we've got a lot of messages here about being in partnership. So really think about, how can you be in partnership? What's the partnership opportunity for you here in the month of April, given the global circumstances and given your particular circumstances? There's strength in partnership. We are so capable that, you know, the lioness, we are so capable. We can do so much, but the eagle is reminding us we don't have to do everything. We do have limitations, and moving into acceptance of those limitations can help decrease our stress. How are you going to take charge? How are you going to lead? Whether it's for yourself alone or for your pack, if you have animals in your home, or your family, or, you know, a bigger group or community. So I think that this is just a really, really special time for us to be able to slow down with the outer world responsibilities really being diminished by so many shelter-in-place orders in the world, and start to look within and take some quiet time and some inner reflection for, who am I? Who do I want to be? Who do I want to become? What's my opportunity here? What's my learning opportunity? And how do I want to respond? Who am I? And watch how I respond, and let that inform you about who you are. So the lion, the lioness, and the eagle, all really bringing forward inspiring messages about leadership and being great and being capable, and accepting what is, being in partnership, and having that big picture, because that big picture helps to ground us and center us and relax us and anchor us. So moving forward, I think that this is a great month for each of us to go within and see how we want to be in the world. What's our opportunity for how we want to be a leader in our own lives, whatever form that may take. And there's no right or wrong answer, right? So it can be really however we want that to be. So I hope that is helpful and inspiring for you. I would love to hear from you what messages are resonating with you the most. What is helping you stay grounded and centered? Is it the big picture? Is it, oh, I can be a leader, or I'm more capable than I thought? What part of this is resonating with you? And how are you going to be able to implement that as you go through the month of April? So from my shelter-in-place home to yours, I'm sending you a big virtual hug. Thanks for being part of this community. Thanks for being part of the solution, and for loving animals the way that you do, and staying open to new ways of being in the world and growing our collective consciousness, because I think that's the last frontier, and what our world needs is expansion in consciousness. And I know that if you're here, you're doing that. So thanks for being you, and thanks for being part of the solution, and thanks for being part of the evolution and the growth in consciousness. I hope you have a great month. Stay healthy, stay grounded, stay centered, stay positive. I will see you next month. Bye, everybody.